What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen P, and I am back with another video, and today is story time. I have to tell you guys what happened to me at this truck driving position I had took at this job. It did me so dirty, so I feel like I have to look out for my fellow truck drivers in the Houston area. So basically, I had two jobs that flew me out to Dallas to potentially be a truck driver for them or whatnot, but I kept searching, and then all of a sudden, I had been searching for a job for weeks and nobody was responding. And all of a sudden, when I went to Dallas, I had so many offers coming in at once. And I'm pretty sure that's how it always goes. Like, no one's responding. And then as soon as you go to a job, you get all of them at once. Everyone wants to start calling you back. The first job I went to in Dallas, I didn't take it. I left. I went back to Houston. I'm like, okay, I found this. I like this better because it's local. This is what I really was looking for. And come to find out that one wasn't, you know, up to par and what I thought it was. So I ended up getting flown out again to Dallas for another position at another job. And basically what had happened was I seen this job on Craigslist. I seen this job and it just seemed so wonderful. They had a sign-on bonus and they pay good. And basically it was containers. I've never pulled containers, but you know, you never know. You have to always call the job just to make sure that, you know, they really mean that you have to have experience in that. So I did that. I called him and he just seemed so cool. And, you know, we were on the phone for a minute and he was telling me like, yeah, just come in and see me and, you know, we'll sit down and talk or whatnot. I said, okay. So I took a leap of faith and I flew back home to Houston twice. This is my second time I went back home. Like, I was constantly doing this, like, okay, I can find something better. You know, it doesn't matter. If I don't want to stay, I'm not going to stay. And I feel like now more than ever, everyone should be like that about jobs because they do not care. So you have to take the initiative to really care about where you're working. You know, if it isn't for you, do not stay. You don't have to stay, especially being a truck driver. You want to go somewhere where they value your professional license. You are a professional driver. This is a career. So do not let anyone, you know, just put you in a space to where you feel like you have to be there. So basically that's what I was doing. I was basically job hopping. I didn't go on and get hired and then quit. No, it was just orientation. So I left two jobs in Dallas and I came back to this job. Basically, he sat me down. You know, he asked me, tell me your story. I told him my story. I told him I was also an entrepreneur. I had my own business running and whatnot. And, you know, he just seemed cool with it. He was like, okay, you know, we could work with that, but is your entrepreneurial life going to interfere with this job? And I said, no. He was like, I'm more than happy to train you, you know, get your TWIC card, and you'll be good to go. Okay, I could do that. You know, I'm a fast learner. I could pick up on anything, which is why I asked him, like, do you have to have 2 years of container experience? Because I've never pulled containers. I've always did dry van. So he said no. He said he was willing to train me. And then, you know, he was just looking for good drivers, you know, people that, you know, would stay and actually do the job and not take so much time off. I understood all of that. I'm all for it. So I went through orientation, guys, and everyone who's in trucking, y'all know that orientation at these jobs usually be 1 or 2 days, and some of them even 3. It was 2 full days of orientation. And then on top of that, they want you to take all these tests on the tablet. So mind you, I did all of that, went home with the tablet, took a few hours to do the tests that they wanted me to do that I had to have completed before I came back. So I went through orientation. Then after that, I started training on containers. I had someone with me. He was teaching me the ropes on, you know, going to the port. So I went through all of that, and mind you, now I'm going to Dallas and coming back to Houston, you know, because I don't have my TWIC card yet. I can't do the local runs with the containers going to the port or whatnot because I don't have my TWIC card. You have to have your TWIC card to go to the port. Okay, fine. So strike one was when the dispatcher had me sit down with safety because I told her that I was supposed to be local. I wasn't supposed to be running Dallas and coming back to Houston every day. That wasn't my route. That wasn't what I signed up for. You know, they had other local runs that you didn't have to go to the port for, like an hour away drive. I was fine with that, but I just didn't sign on to go to Dallas every day because I knew that it wouldn't get me home on time, that I need to be home to run my own businesses. I literally laid all of that on the table when I talked to this man before signing on to his business. And he was completely fine with it. So I just kind of knew that, okay, the dispatcher is petty because why are you involving the people in the office? Because I said I can't do the Dallas. The manager already knew this when I signed on. I told him I couldn't do that. So that was strike one. You have to understand that some of these dispatchers, they suck. When I have my own trucking business, I don't care how well you know your stuff. If your attitude sucks towards my drivers, you're not working for me. That's it. This is the beauty about having your own business. You only allow people in it that you know will run it like you would, you know? And that's it. I can tell her attitude was trash. And I just felt like that was a little overboard to have me sit down in the office because I said I couldn't do Dallas every day. They knew that, but okay. Anyways, so I stayed on the Dallas. You know, he asked me to help him out by staying in the truck because the truck was, you know, still has to be paid for even if I'm not in it. Fine, I'll do the Dallas run. So I did the Dallas in Houston. I literally did my job and went home. Didn't talk to nobody, even anyone said hey to me. Hey, how you doing? You know, I'm really a to myself type of person. At jobs specifically, because you know things get messy and I'm just not a messy person. Listen, I know how to do my job. I do my thing and go home. You don't gotta watch me. You don't gotta do none of that. Why? Because I just know my stuff and I'm a very careful person. I'm just one of them drivers that I'm a great driver. You ain't gotta do too much with me. But anyway, so I was doing my job, going home. Even had, you know, some of their customers saying like, oh, I hope you come back to us. You were such a good driver. And some of these men drivers that be coming here, they be stuck in the dock for like 30 minutes trying to back up. You know, I was getting positive feedback. In the third week, the lady texted me, which is my dispatcher. She texted me and said, yeah, you're gonna have to come in and meet with the safety. Right off rip, I already knew I don't have a load for tomorrow, so that's taking money out of my pocket. And I asked her for, like, what am I coming in for? Again, to talk to them twice. She didn't respond. So I texted her again and I said, you could just have them call me because, you know, this job is 30 minutes away from my home. And then with Houston traffic, it's an hour. I'm coming up here just to talk to them. That's an hour away from my home. So she was like, no, be in the yard at 8. Who's she talking to? It's things like that. Like, I'm real big on respect. I don't disrespect anyone, guys, at all. I don't even play about disrespect. Once you disrespect me, all bets are off. I don't do disrespect at all, okay? So, you know, I kept it cordial. I said, well, if there's an issue, they can just call me about it, you know? And she was like, you don't come in, you're basically a no call, no show for your job duties. I said, no problem. I ain't saying nothing else. I blocked her number because I was definitely gonna let them know, like, I need someone else I can communicate with. I like grown women. She's a kid, I could tell. Like I said, I'm real big on respect, and I just knew that she's just gonna be full of drama for no reason. I don't know why women seem to have, be real catty or whatnot. There's no need for none of that. And I'm just not the bear to poke. Anyways, so I went up to the job that day, got up, got dressed, went to the job. And I asked him if he could come outside because I didn't want to be in that atmosphere of, you know, that hostility, because I felt the hostility through the phone when she was texting me. So he came outside and it was 2 of them. I'm like, why is it 2 people? So it's 2 safety people. They walk up to my car, I get out, and he automatically hands me paper. No, hey, how you doing? Just hands me paper. So I'm like, he's like, yeah, this is your termination paper. This will be your last day. For what? For substantial work. What does that mean? No experience on the job. What? Like, you literally knew I didn't have experience, and you literally just sat here and waste. It was a waste of time for me. I literally sat through orientation. I literally went through training, caught on literally the first day. That's it. I'm one and done because I'm just that good. I'm very a visual learner. I listen, all of that. Caught on, did my job and went home. I literally did that for the next 2 weeks. Didn't talk to nobody, didn't do nothing out of the ordinary. I did my job and went home. And that you didn't have a reason why you fired me. And then this is another red flag for me. You had your safety people come out here to fire me. That's not their job. That's not their job to fire me. And I said, okay, so where's the manager? Oh, he's not here. Yes, he is. He's right upstairs. He was upstairs. So you couldn't come down to do your own dirty work. You couldn't, you know, sit in my face and tell me, yes, I wasted your time, you're fired. He had no valid reason to fire me, y'all. And this is why I want y'all to beware of this company. It is called Gulf States Trucking. I will say that again. Gulf States Trucking. Don't do it. They're horrible. I had to come on with this little rant. And it's not even a rant because I'm not even upset. This is literally my last sign to where I said, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I will not clock another clock. I will not work for no one else. Literally, like that was a sign, you guys. I literally left 2 jobs in Dallas, came here, went to this job and thought I was all set, had a job. I'm good. Just for him to fire me and waste my time and have no valid reason. Do y'all know what that feel like? I felt so low because I've never been fired from a job ever, ever. And I said, yeah. I'm not scared to not be able to pay my bills anymore. I'm literally scared to depend on a check. So I'm going full throttle. I'm betting it all on myself. And if this is a message that's supposed to reach you today, let it reach you and listen. That's it. I will never clock in another clock. I don't care how hard it gets. When it's your time, things present itself for a reason. These things that are happening to me are happening for a reason. And I'm just blessed. I don't know how hard the world is gonna get, but I'm gonna say this. I have so many income streams sitting under, I'm literally sitting on income streams because I am the income stream. And I'm done playing with myself. So if this message is supposed to reach you and it's time for you to stop working a job, it's time to stop. Everybody's not meant to work a job. You know what I'm saying? Some people have special powers or just that special mind to know that this is not it for me. This definitely can't be it, you know? And I'm just tired. Like, literally, you go to work for these people, you come home, literally got to get back up. You don't have no time to work on your entrepreneur life. I'm literally driving the truck off of 4 hours of sleep to Dallas. Dallas is a 4-hour drive. The delivery time is at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Y'all don't have no time to stop. No. I'm thankful that he fired me, but I just want to let y'all know, you deserve better. You don't deserve to work for someone who will be coward enough to have someone else do their dirty work by firing you through safety. I've never felt so low, but I walked away gracefully. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just letting y'all know, do not work for this company if you are in Houston. Gulf States Trucking. Terrible. All right, y'all, that is it for my video today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and live your best life. If you are meant to be doing something and you're not on the trail of doing that, cut it off and do it. All right, y'all, without further ado, y'all know my favorite saying. I will try to bring y'all the best content, but I'll always be myself. Peace.